Good morning, everyone. My name is Carla, and you've reached my FlossTube channel, KarlaBeingCrafty, where I talk about mostly cross stitch, but also other crafts that I enjoy, which lately has been making little golden book journals and a little bit of life thrown in. Today is Sunday. It's May 1st. Welcome to May. We are just chugging through this year, it feels like. Weather, Southern California weather today, it's really overcast and gray, mid 70s temperature, kind of like a blech looking day out there. I don't know if the cloud cover is gonna burn off or what, but that's what it's doing today. Yesterday was kind of like nice and sunny and with a breeze, but today the clouds are still here at 9:15, so they could still burn off, but so I want to say welcome to my channel. If this is your first time finding me, I hope that you like what you see. Hit like and subscribe and all that good stuff. I will be honest, this may not be the very best first video for you to check out if you're just finding my channel. I am a little bit off today. I will get into that in a little bit. But if this is not your first time finding my channel, if you're one of my regular viewers, then thank you so much for being here, for coming back every week and sharing this time with me. We had our Zoom meeting, Stitchy meetup yesterday. Very fun. As usual, we had 9 to 10 people chit-chatting about all kinds of stuff. And I'm really glad that I started doing this. I enjoy it very, very much. There's a different, like there's some people that have come on pretty much every time, and then there's it rotates out, and there's people who are super chatty, there's people who are just quiet and listen, so which is great. It's just a place to just kind of do your craft. Doesn't have to be stitching, doesn't have to be anything. You could sit there and just listen and just be a part of the group for a couple hours. So yeah, we had a really good time. I will probably make a decision on the next one this week and then post it. I'll add it to my video description and then I'll announce it next week. But I think it's going to be a Friday evening this time. I may start actually earlier and maybe let the Zoom meeting go longer, because I'm going to be taking a week off of work the week before Memorial Day in the US, which I think Memorial Day is like a Monday the 30th-ish. So I'm thinking that it's gonna be the Friday before that, but I don't have a calendar with me right now, and so I don't have exact dates or times or anything like that, but keep an eye out for that, because I'd love to see you there. Okay, so I feel like when I get into showing you all my stuff, I have very little to show you this week because I stitched 2 days during the week and then yesterday, because okay, to start, so Sunday I was sitting here doing whatever, and you know how you scratch your arm, you don't think about it, you get an itch, you scratch. I scratched my leg and it went, ow, and I looked down and I thought, oh, I have a little pimple thing or sore, and I scratched it, and I didn't think much of it at all. And the next day, got dressed. I didn't even think about it when I was getting dressed to go to work, and I went to work and I'm like, ow, that spot on my leg is hurting. So I got home that night and, it was a little bigger red thing, and I put some Neosporin, I put a Band-Aid, and it was basically like that for 2 days, but it seemed like it was getting bigger, and then I thought it was getting better, but then it seemed like it was getting bigger. Anyway, long story short, Wednesday night, I was running a temperature of 101, and this thing had gotten really big. The middle part hadn't. The middle part was just that big, but I had a red area on my leg around it that big, and I'm not even exaggerating. And also the middle part had gotten really gross looking. Not to be too graphic, but it was looked like a blood blister. It was dark, and yeah. So it kind of scared me a little bit. When the fever is what scared me. And then the next morning, you guys know I'm type 2 diabetic, and I do take my blood sugar every morning, and I'm very, very, very well controlled on medications and, you know, food and diet, all that stuff. But I do take medications. And my morning blood sugar is pretty what it's supposed to be. It's under 120 usually. If it's over, it's a little bit over, you know. It was like 185 on Thursday morning for no reason. I mean, fasting blood sugar. So that was another thing that got me really concerned, because I know your blood sugars will really react when there's something going on with your body. If you're sick or infection or whatever. So I ended up going to urgent care on Thursday. Did have an abscess on my leg, which required them to, I mean, they don't do, it's not surgery. I mean, you're awake and everything. They just put like lidocaine or something, whatever. They shoot something in there. Felt like she was shooting me with a needle for like half an hour, but you know, it was probably like a minute. And then they do whatever they do to open it and try and get gunk out. Extremely painful, to be quite honest. You know, I mean, you don't want to be a baby or anything, but you're lying there and they're like squeezing on something that is really painful, and you know, you got the little tears in your eyes, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And what are you supposed to say? It's like, "Yeah, I'm okay. Just keep going and get done." And it was, in hindsight, it's funny because, you know, doctors always use this term, "Oh, you're just gonna feel some pressure." You know, the reality is like, I'm going to grab this sore part of your body and squeeze the hell out of it. That's the reality. But no, they don't say that. They say you're going to feel some pressure. So I felt some pressure. And, you know, then she dressed it and everything. And then basically told me I have to go back to the wound care nurse clinic every day until they tell me I don't have to anymore. Because they've packed it with gauze, I guess. It's like that thin tape if you've ever had any kind of, like, I know they did that with my wisdom teeth, and if you ever have any kind of hole in you, they will pack it with that gauze tape to help draw out whatever infectious stuff is in there. So I can't change that myself. They don't want me to change that myself. If it was just a topical bandage, then, you know, I could change that. And in fact, they gave me stuff to change the top part, but I can't change the inside part, and it has to come out every day. So, so that was Thursday. Then I had to go back to the nurse clinic on Friday. And yesterday, and then I have to go today at 2 o'clock. So hopefully my video will be uploaded and everything. And I'm scheduled up through next Wednesday, and then if I need it longer. Now yesterday when I was at the nurse clinic, they did like put a marker around the red part, and she had said that it takes about 48 hours for the antibiotics to start doing anything, and it had just been at like that 48-hour mark when I was there at the nurse clinic. So I did notice this morning that the red part has shrunk quite a bit away from the mark. So that's good. That means the antibiotics are working. They gave me a shot of antibiotic on Thursday when I was there, and then 2 oral ones that I have to take. So I'm fine. But the upshot is I haven't felt well all week. I mean, Wednesday night I was running a temperature, so I did no stitching. Thursday I felt awful because I went to the clinic. And then Friday night, actually, I went out on Friday night because it was Stacy's birthday, so I went out to dinner, and I was having a great time, but I'll be honest, I crashed like halfway through dinner. Not like necessarily pain or anything, just exhaustion. And that is what I've noticed, is like I'm just exhausted from this. Like I did very little yesterday. I started the Zoom, and actually I sat here for like half an hour with the Zoom, and finally I was like, I'm going dark for a minute, and I actually went and kind of stretched out on my bed and took my laptop with me to finish the Zoom there, because I just couldn't sit up any longer. So you know, and I got up today and got ready for the video. Excuse my appearance, I look like honestly, I need to take a shower. I ordered some cling film yesterday, and it came in late afternoon, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So I'm going to do that this evening. That's my big plan, is to wrap my leg so it doesn't get wet, and take a shower and wash my hair. So excuse the, you know, the dirty hair, dirty hairstyle here, but yeah, so that's where I am. Just it's been a week, you guys, and I don't want to come on here and complain, and I'm not really complaining, I'm just telling you that's what happened to me this week. So I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, just because I don't feel that great. I feel like I'm not getting anything done. I had made like such good progress on my apartment last weekend. I felt like I got some stuff done, and I was all raring to get more done this weekend, and I basically have been a couch potato. Not even a stitching couch potato, just a couch potato, because I just don't feel well. So that is my big, you know, excuse for everything that's wrong with my life right now. Okay, speaking of, I had this really great like announcement-y thing to tell you guys, because I got the beautiful flosses from Amy, Obsessively Crafty, from her shop, Mystical Diamond Art. And guess what? I can't find them. I spent like a good 20 minutes before turning on the camera here looking for the flosses. I have a teeny apartment. I opened them right there and I set them here, and they should be here, and they're not. And I went through all of my stuff. I didn't see them, and I got so frustrated. I almost started crying before the video because I cannot find the flosses. And they're so pretty. If you want to see them, go check out Amy Sprinklestein Stitches haul video, which she just put up like yesterday or the day before, something like that. The first thing she shows is these flosses, so you can see the colors. They're very spring pretty colors. There's a pink, there's a bright green, there's a lavender gray, or a gray lavender, I guess you would say. I think there's like a peachy one that's really pretty, and what's the fifth one? Did I say pink? I don't know. Anyway, so there's like a really pretty sky blue bright tealy color. So they're very spring and bright and pretty. And when I find them, I will show them to you. And Amy was so nice to send them to me so that I could tell you guys and show you, and I feel like I've let her down because I can't find them, and they've got to be here. I mean, they've got to be here, so I just have no idea where they are. But anyway, go to Mystical Diamond Art. That's her website. So you can sign up for the Floss of the Month. Did I even say they were Floss of the Month? Floss of the Month. She has taken a hiatus from everything FlossTube and doing the Floss of the Month and everything because of personal stuff. I totally relate. She went through some stuff, and you know, sometimes you have to pay attention to other things rather than this fun stuff. But she's back. She's making a bunch of videos, and she started her Floss of the Month dyeing again. So they're a great price. You get 5 for $11.98 in the club. And sometimes if she has extras after the club, she in the past has posted them as singles and you can buy them, but obviously it's a better price if you join the club. They're small batch, hand dyed, really pretty colors. You know, again, you don't know what you're gonna get until you get it, because she does it every month. And then she's also said she's doing a drawing, and I'm not sure if she was saying like she's doing a drawing for 1 set of 5 or 5 sets of 5, because I wasn't sure about that. But in any case, after you've paid for at least 1 month, then you're entered in the drawing. So she does give away at least 1 set every month. To, you know, she does a drawing like mid-month, and then somebody's gonna get their set for free. So that's pretty cool. So go over to her site and you can sign up. As I said, it's $11.98 for 5 flosses. For hand-dyed flosses, it's a great price, and you're supporting a small business, you're supporting a woman-owned business. So if you like to be in floss clubs, then definitely go and check out Amy and Mystical Diamond Art. Now, the Mystical Diamond Art flosses are the ones that I used for, primarily the ones I used for Night Creatures, which I showed you guys last week that I finished. And I mean, obviously these were last year's colors, but I mean, they're really nice. They're nice to work with. I think she uses a DMC base. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think she does. But they're really nice, and you know, saturated color. You know, obviously these are old colors, but you know, it gives you an idea that she does really, really nice, pretty flosses. So I'm so sorry I don't have the new ones to show you. Either they're gonna show up in a year, or they're gonna show up 5 minutes after I turn my video off today. I have no idea what happened to them. I blame it on abscess and abscess brain. So, you know, they should be right here, and they're not. So I'm sorry, but check out Amy Sprinklestein Stitches, her channel, because she's fun to watch anyway. But the haul video that she just did, the very beginning are the colors. Also, obviously, you can probably go on to Mystical Diamond Art. I haven't done that today, to see the colors there. But anyway, they're really pretty. Trust me on that. And maybe, you know, just get them anyway, because I'm telling you they're pretty, and it would be a surprise anyway, right? I don't know. Okay. All right. So first thing I want to give you guys is just a little update on my little golden book journal journey. I didn't do a lot on them this week for obvious reasons. I did finish Logan's Star Wars one, but I don't want to like totally show you yet because I haven't completely filled it with stuff. But doing this journal, because I think last time I hadn't sewn it yet, I don't think. But that brought me to a dilemma, let's say. So the way that I do my spines, I've showed you this before. I make these spines ahead of time, and then after I pull my papers and prepare the cover and everything, I use two pieces of a jelly roll strip, and I put one like this, and then the other one on top of it, and then they're long enough so then they fold over like that, you know, and that's how I make the spine, and it gets glued on the inside of the book. Well, what ends up happening, because part of, you know, the fact of putting this together, for strength and everything, you've got, you know, you've got your cardboards, and you've got 2 layers of this tape. You've got another sticky tape on the inside. There's tapes and glues and all kinds of stuff that's holding this on. And what I found when I was doing Logan's book is I was having a really hard time getting my needle through the spine. I had made holes with my awl, but even so, getting that needle through, because of the sticky stuff that's inside, the tapes and the glues and stuff like that, it was making it really, really difficult. And I was really concerned, going forward, you know, if I keep having problems like that, first of all, I can't do very many books at a time, you know, because it was difficult on my hands. It took a long time. And I was really concerned that I would damage the pages, the inside stuff, because I'm manipulating the book so much, to try and just get that needle through everything. So what I decided is I needed to have a way to kind of punch holes in the spines before. I wasn't so concerned about the fabric, punching holes with the fabric, because I can go ahead and do with all that to do that. But I wanted more true holes rather than just kind of a dugout thing with an awl. So I needed a tool for that. Now I already had the tool for the grommet, the punch for the grommet, but that makes too big of a hole. I mean, the grommet hole is, you know, that big, and that would be way too big for the spine. So I went online, and I think this was like $14. I found this punch. So it has a 2-inch throw. I don't know what you call that, but it means like you can go in, you know, into something, you know, and punch higher up. And it makes a tiny hole. So I got that, and I've punched a couple spines with it. I haven't actually used them yet to sew a book, but that's my new innovation in making these books. So so yeah, so that's basically the change that I made. It's not that hard to use this to punch these. I mean, I couldn't go much thicker than what I have here, the chipboard, comfortably, I don't think, but it works pretty fine for this. And then the only thing is it's a little hard to see because, you know, you can't see exactly where you're punching. But what I decided to do is I've just made a line down the middle of the spine, and then I have my marks like to what level. Holding it down here so you can't see. I'll make marks using my template so that I know the this axis, and then I'm trying to do it on two. That's not gonna work. So then I just move this up until the edge of it hits the middle, and that's where I'm ending up. So we'll see if that works. If that is a problem or they're too far over or something like that, then I'll have to find another way to measure. I might have to put 2 lines or something like that, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing so far. Yeah. Okay. So that's really the only little golden book update I would have. Okay, so whips. This may be a short video. Well, I'm at 22 minutes. It's probably gonna be a normal video. As I said, I feel like I barely stitched this week at all. I did have a new start though, because I couldn't wait. So I started Gigi, Nora Corbett, Eva Bewitching Pixies, Gigi. And I'm doing her on this interesting fabric, the Cottage fabric. So this is basically the cattail. And if you can see, there's pins here. So I made a lot of like measurements to try and like figure out where things were gonna start and end. And I think this is gonna be like the top of her hat. She's gonna, I think, go over to here. So, and I think she will definitely look like she, you know, she's in the foreground of the picture. So it's just a tiny little bit of a start. This, of course, is not the right size. You can tell the different, hold on. The difference in the tail versus the tail of this cat, but basically she's going to be, you know, standing in the foreground here. So anyway, so I did make that start. The nice thing is the Bewitching Pixies actually kind of go pretty fast. They're not that intricate. I mean, they're intricate enough to give you kind of like the depth, but they go pretty fast. Okay. I worked on the Blue Jay that I'm making for my friend Tracy. So I'm done with the whole top of the bird. Basically, I've got his tail, and then there's more flowers over here. He's looking pretty good, I think. Tracy was on the Zoom call yesterday and she was telling us that her chipmunks, some of them have come back this year, some of them haven't come back yet, which is, you know, sad if they're gone. But she really is enjoying the animals in her yard in Pittsburgh. He worked on my Snapdragon, little, holding it upside down. No, it wasn't. Little Snapdragon. And that was it until, as I said yesterday, and yesterday I stitched on tulips and fans for the Zoom call, and then I just kept it out and put stitching on it last night. So tulips and fans. So I actually got quite a bit done because I don't think this box wasn't totally finished, and so I finished it. I did this box. And I did a good section of that one. And all of these threads that you see, I don't really like cutting off the floss and starting it again for this type of project. So what I do is, if I finish it in a section, like let's say this pink color, so I had this big piece left after I finished there. Well, I know I'm gonna need it for this box, but I'm not sure exactly where, because I kind of do it in order, and I don't, you know, skip. I don't want to miscount anything. So instead of cutting it off, I just take it over and pull it through, and then, you know, wrap it around. And so I do that for pretty much all the flosses. As long as there's a big piece left, I'll just move it out of the way of the stitching and kind of park it for later, because especially with the canvas, it's very easy to get it in and out of the canvas without damaging it or damaging the canvas, and that way I don't have to cut it off. So that was what I worked on yesterday, and that's it. That's all I worked on all week. I realized it was very little, but that's how it is. Okay, so haul. I didn't have a lot of haul this week. I got one thing. Where did I put it? Oh, see, you guys, I'm going absolutely crazy today. So I ordered this off of eBay. It's a little kit that I expressly got for this fabric. I showed this fabric in my extra video as a printed fabric that I was thinking about using for one of the Bewitching Pixies, but this was really the only one that, although I love the fabric, it just didn't really feel like it went with the Bewitching Pixies. So I was on the lookout for something, and of course this is called a panda background. There's some chart that Fabric Flair has that this was designed for. So I looked for a panda, and this is what I found. And I think it will fit. I mean, I just got it, and so I haven't, you know, really looked into the size and everything. This is the finished size of 11 by 10 on 14 count. So obviously I wouldn't stitch this bottom thing. I just do the pandas themselves, because there's already kind of like a bottom thing here for them to sit on. So let's see, 11 by 12 on 14 would be what? Something just fell off of me. Well, anyway, let's see. So it's going to be smaller than this. It's going to be smaller than that. So I think it's going to fit just right, actually, because this is a 16 count. So, yeah, I think it's going to be fine. We'll see when I get down to it. But I just thought that it was really cute. It comes with this blue fabric, which I'll just put in my stash or give away or something like that. And it actually comes with the flosses. So I thought that would be really cute. Oops. So I hope it works. I hope it fits right. I have to do some measuring, but I'm pretty sure it will be fine. So. Okay, last thing to take care of is our last week of the giveaway. I didn't get a lot of people wanting this stuff, so I think pretty much everybody on this list is somebody who's already won. No, I think there's one. Nope. Yeah, I think everybody has already won something, so it's just gonna go to people that have already won something. Congratulations again. But you know, again, I'm doing random comment picker, and if only 4 people have requested something or 2 people have requested something, you have pretty good odds. So this booklet is going to Denise Gray. The Santa is going to Susie Marshall. The snowman is also going to Susie Marshall, which is kind of cool because now she has 2 matching things. The What Side chart from Raise the Roof is going to Kathy Mayfield. The Tea Lover's Heart is going to Susan Silver. And the elephant is also going to Denise Gray. So, I believe I have everybody's addresses. If I don't have somebody's address, then I will contact you in the message or the comment section. But I think I have everybody. So, I will try and get these out next week. Again, just give me a little bit of grace because, you know, I have to go to work next week, but I'm still not feeling well and I have to leave each night and go to the nurse clinic still. So, yeah, so things are going to still be a little bit stressful for me next week. But I think that is it. Yeah, Reagan is in Long Beach today at another cheer competition. So hopefully she's doing great. I got a message from Stacy that, like, she's on actually 2 teams. Reagan's on 2 teams. And the first team did great, and the second team, oops, didn't do so great. Oh, it was my earring back that came off before. Okay, that makes sense now. So hopefully everything's better today, and we don't have too much drama there. So fingers crossed for her. Yeah, so plans for this coming week is just basically probably to rest a lot, get healed, finish taking these antibiotics so they can clear up any infection in my body, and stitch a little bit when I have the energy to do so. I have to go to a nurse clinic at 2 today. It's 9:45. Hopefully my video will upload really fast and I can get going. And then I'm sure when I get back from the nurse clinic, I'm gonna have to lay down because I just know. So thank you for bearing with me. Thank you to everybody who came onto the Zoom yesterday. I had so much fun, and I'm so glad you guys were there to kind of lift my spirits and keep me from feeling sorry for myself. And I'm sorry, Amy, that I cannot find those flosses. You're so sweet to send them to me, and I don't know what's going on. Anyway, until I see you guys again next week, please remember to be content, be kind, and be crafty. This is Carla. Bye-bye.